Hey, all right, we are live. If you're looking for a copy of this, you can check our feed on Instagram. We got this posted on Facebook. And if you're watching the YouTube video later, just pause this and then, jot it down real quick. But, all right, it's good to see everybody. I'm here today with Coach Sam.
Coach Sam.
Just like every Wednesday.
Yep.
It's good to see everybody. How you doing today, Sam?
Doing good.
All right.
You're gonna have fun.
Excellent.
Excellent. I guess before we get started, I'll talk about it a little bit more. I have a plyo ladder set up. I'll talk about if you don't have that much space, but also you don't have to try and tape out like a whole grid on your carpet or whatever. You can just put a couple X's that just give you a reference point of where you got to put your feet.
Perfect.
Anyways, so we'll get started with the warm up, and we're just gonna do some plain old-fashioned jumping jacks. All right. The most engaging fencing Instagram. All right, now we'll do everybody's favorite, some burpees.
Woo!
And really, when you're doing burpees, bend your knees. Lower your body down with your legs. All right. A little bit of that, and now some soccer lunges. So soccer lunges, we're standing just like this. We're gonna step out and bend your knee, touch your knee to the ground, and then up, and then back, and then back up, and then you just switch legs. Step out with the other foot, down, back, and then up. Down, back, and then up. Down, back, and then up. I keep pausing at the top. All right, so then we'll get started with our pretty standard stretching, opening the gate, working on all those little hips, muscles, and as always, remember, try and get the full range of motion in your hips, right? And lift your knee up as high and try and pass it, keeping your balance just like that. All right, close the gate, sticking your leg off to the side, bringing it in. And really try and work on keeping your balance when you're doing the motion, when you're on one foot. Balance is always good. Did you see the Cyrus of Chaos had the elevated strips are dangerous? Did you see that video?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh.
Yeah, so yeah, it's basically people falling off platforms.
Oh, well.
You know,
Yeah.
usual. So. All right. So.
Have to check that out.
Yeah, I mean nothing too people just, world-class athletes looking uncoordinated, so, it makes you feel better about yourself. So, that's always good. All right, now you go with the old-fashioned kick stretch, right? And I'm doing it just to keep my balance, so I'm not using anything to support, and trying to keep my balance. And I'm not just kicking my foot up, I'm swinging my arm down. So the motion of my arm is counterbalancing the motion of my leg to some degree. And so the rest of my body doesn't move, and it's easier to keep balance if you're not fighting the force of the mass of your leg moving. If things are kind of balanced out, then you tend to work out better. All right, other side. So, arms out, foot is back, kick. So I'm actively swinging my arm, right? I'm not just kind of passively doing something. I'm going down and swinging it up, right? All right, so now sit on heel. We'll make our feet kind of wide, and we're just going to sit back, and we're actually going to keep our foot flat on the ground, toes pointing in the same direction, and we're working on stretching the inside of our legs. Oh, that's way too tight. And then switch over to the other side. We'll get into downward dog. So again, hands underneath your shoulders, and this way too, right? So not too narrow, not too wide, right? Straight underneath. Same with your knees underneath your hips. Curl your toes back, and then you're going to push with your hands. Try and push your shoulders backwards in this direction as you're raising your hips up. When you're in downward dog, really work on controlling your breath. Make sure you're breathing and that you're relaxed. A lot of times that's why you get tired, is because you forget to breathe. And then you run out of oxygen, and lo and behold, you get tired. So, concentrate on your breathing when you're in this position. All right, we'll lay down onto the side and lay sideways, so our hips are stacked one on top of the other, and then and our knees are stacked one on top of the other, kind of laying in a straight line. Pick up the upper leg, put that foot into your hand, and then push into your hand with your foot. So you're trying to straighten your leg, and that should draw your knee backwards. And you should feel the tension up in here. Switch. And again, straight line through as best you can, through your body. Push into your hand. Same thing here, relax your breathing. And make sure that you are breathing, that you're not holding your breath. Alrighty. Alright, so now we're gonna get started on the plyo drills. Like I said before, just a simple pieces of tape on the ground to kind of give you a mark. If even that, right? You guys kind of know it's not ideal. The plyo ladder is kind of a good feedback mechanism for whether or not you're putting your feet in kind of the right place, for sure. But just doing the actions, right? You guys know how to hop on one foot. Eki shuffle, I mean, you guys know how to do that. And if you practice it, then you'll get better at it, right? You don't need special equipment to necessarily practice it. So there's my condescending coach speech. All right, so anyway, so we're gonna start off with 1 foot. So we're just gonna step on 1 foot. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hop through 3. So I'm gonna hop past 3, and I'm gonna switch direction and hop back. All right, so just like this. And going backwards is always much harder than going forwards. All right, we'll switch legs. All right. Which side is my strong side? I wonder. Two, three. Beyond the third step, and then back. And see if you can get into a rhythm. All right, so same thing with the Eki shuffle. So just a refresher for Eki shuffle, in and out, okay? So only 1 foot goes out. We're gonna do the same thing, we're gonna switch directions when we get to the end, so. And then here, and then back, and then in. And then screw it up, but that's okay. It's part of the deal. Just like that. Yeah. Three. So, right there, I had to count it out verbally, right? I had to use, sometimes you gotta do that. Don't be afraid to make noise, talk to yourself. You know, you just seem kind of crazy, but that's okay. It's okay to talk to yourself as long as you know you're talking to yourself. All right. Fantastic. Now, grapevine. And we're going to do the same thing. So, standing off to the side. No, I'm sorry. I'm confuserated. So, step, step, over, over.
All right.
Good times. All right. So, in and out. So, I'm going to step outside the ladder on the rungs, and then I step in the box. Oops. So, same idea. Try and do it better than me, hopefully. So, one day, for sure. So you screwed it up already. Wrong square, wrong square, wrong square. Wrong square, wrong square, square. Wrong square, wrong square, wrong square. Should have taped this down. What was I thinking? So, all right, we'll do it for a couple more. So you can fail with me or do better than me or watch me fail. Whatever's your pleasure, I suppose. So.
Success.
Success. All right. So now, I guess we don't even need this. Just to do it for a little bit, and all we're gonna do is speed skates. So I'm kind of standing over here, about a strip's width apart. Just gonna jump to the other line. You don't need a line, you just need a spot. And I land. Whew. All right, so now what we're gonna do is pick this up so I can stall for some time to catch my breath. Over there. All right, so we're gonna use some hand and foot coordination, and you guys are gonna participate and follow along. So it'll be ultra fun. And in a little bit, you'll need a weapon or a stick, something in your hand. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna stand side profile like this, and we're gonna keep our feet moving. I'll wait for everybody to get a drink of water. So, all right, and then if I step back, then you take an advance. All right, and if I take an advance, you take a retreat. All right, but we're still keeping our feet moving, watching. As soon as you see something, right, that seems like I'm doing something, that's when you move. All right. Just making and keeping our hands, keeping our feet moving, all right? So we don't settle our feet. That's the important thing that we're trying to learn here. All right, you take a step, keep your feet moving. Step, keep your feet moving, all right? Simple things like that. That's the stuff that you're going to, that skill, that's what deteriorates when you don't fence, right? Because you learn that through the school of hard knocks of getting hit, right? And you're like, dang it, I need to keep my feet moving. And you remember that because the ego's a pain. So, you know, motivator and all that stuff, that's good. But now you don't have people trying to hit you. That's the kind of stuff you will lose out on. So this is a good thing for you guys to practice. And you know, you don't even have to do it that often. You can just every day, right? Keep it in your head. Keep it fresh in your mind, like how to move the way you want to move when you come back. Alrighty, so we don't need to do a whole lot of that. Alright, I'm gonna grab my weapon. I had my sword.
Oh.
Blue arms. I throw it in my locker.
Aha. Well, here's a quick look at our workout schedule for the rest of the day.
I'm very confused right now.
Sam's getting equipped here.
Yeah.
So we're about halfway through.
It's right here. It's not like this, guys. Okay. Yeah, well, we're pretty close to being done.
Yeah.
We're pretty close. All right. So following. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep our feet more. We'll keep our feet still for right now. All right. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna parry, react to which line I'm trying to hit or that I'm threatening. Does that make sense? And you're just gonna go to a position. All right. So from here, right, go to either 4, 3, or 6. Right. There. High line. Down here. And again, try and watch for the beginning of my action. All right, so now we'll just move our feet, all right? Getting our feet moving, and parry to a position, hold it, All right, cool. So now I'm gonna stand, we're gonna kind of take a step back, you're not gonna follow. That's something you can do on your own too, right? I mean, you're just following me, that's a good thing, you know, we'll maybe do more if you guys are interested. Just following, you know, learning to hone your reaction time and all that stuff. But positions and the other thing that we wanna work on again, like I mentioned on Monday, is braking and kind of being able to separate the tempo that your hand moves with the tempo that your feet move. And any drills that kind of address that is a good thing. In lieu of, again, School of Hard Knocks getting hit and, you know, figuring out, that's always the best, but you gotta work with what you got. Okay, so now what's gonna happen is, I guess I don't even need the sword, but I'm gonna stand side profile like this, okay? And we're gonna be moving our feet. And you can kind of pick whatever parry you want to do, okay? When I step forward, I'm going to extend my hand out, and you're going to step back and go parry or post, okay? back here. Out of my retreat. I didn't stick my arm out. Oh, if you parried, you got suckered. So, just kidding. You don't have to try and guess, basically just assume whenever I move, right? That's when you gotta move back and do the parry. I guess what I forgot to mention, we'll do it some more, but just this detail. What I talked about on Monday, right, is when you're doing that parry, right, you're watching me with the retreat. You're not doing anything except for just taking a retreat back, right? And right when you get your feet set at the end of the retreat, that's when you do the parry, right? You don't want to do the parry too early. And if you think about it, ideally, well, you don't want to parry when they're too far away because it gives them space and blah, 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 blah. But you should know, I'm not saying it's easy or I'm not trying to chastise anybody, but ideally, right, you know that step back is the place where you want to be when you move, when you want to do that move, right? And so you don't need to panic or move your hand or be reacting to things, right? You have a plan, you're moving at just the right time, to just the right place, to do just the right action, all right? And that's how we wanna, that's hard when you have an opponent that's trying to, make it so that you can't do that, right? And that's their job. But that's what we wanna be thinking about. Again, we can't fence. So we gotta do the next best thing and think about how we want to fence. So, stepping back pair post, okay? And again, you get to choose whatever parry you want to do. If you want to do one parry, do one parry, right? And get the timing down. If you want to do the other parry, do a medley, hey, whatever. But, because also with my step in, when am I hitting you, right? At the beginning of my step or at the end, right? If you're managing distance properly, then it's probably close to the end of my step, right? Because you're stepping back and giving you that much more time to, get me to be overcommitted and you to make sure that the commitment was correct. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we'll do just a touch more. Actually, never mind. Yeah, we're done. We'll be done with that. It's already gotten there. We'll do that next week. We'll integrate it to our idea. Okay. So we'll get on to the fun stuff, and we'll start off the bat with plain old 100 crunches. 100 kickouts. So let's get the crunches out of the way, and then we can talk about kickouts in a second. So, hey, 1, 2, 3. When I do these crunches too, when I do the crisscrosses like this, I don't go back down and then come back up because that gives me a chance for my abs to relax. Instead of constantly and trying to only put one shoulder on the ground at a time. Makes things much more difficult, but hey, you guys need a challenge sitting around doing nothing. So, all right, anyways, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then regular crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then reach up, touch your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now reach through like you're trying to grab someone standing over here. You're trying to reach through and grab their ankles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Now back to knees to elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alrighty. So kickouts, we lay flat on the ground. I'm sure I've shown you guys before. So let your lift one leg up, you're gonna crisscross like that, and across like that. So my abs already hurt, so this will be
The best kickouts ever.
best kickouts ever. Best kickouts on Instagram. Me flailing like I'm caught in a puddle on the curb. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 7, 12, 20. Ooh,
100.
100. All right. Take off my jacket here. All right, so we are almost done. The best part, this part will be done real quick because you won't be able to do a lot of them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do burnout push-ups. So you're gonna do as many push-ups as you can until you quit, and then you're gonna do 10 jump squats. You're gonna do that 5 times. So, yeah, so you should be like not being able to do a lot until the very end. Or not, like at the very end, I mean, how many push-ups can you do?
And for someone who can only do like 0 push-ups,
Do it from your knees.
there you go.
Do it from your knees. You can also work on form. This is what I was gonna mention too. Form. If you feel your elbows popping out, that's how I hurt my shoulders several years ago, lifting weights, bench pressing, and I went like this. And I couldn't use my left arm for a couple weeks. And then because of that, my other shoulder started locking up because I was overusing it. So form is important, is what I'm trying to say. So elbows in, pushing. All right. And so as soon as I break form and I get that tired, then that means I'm done. So anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So keep my elbows in and I guess that's it. I don't know how much that was, but whatever. All right, and 10 jump squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. All right. Now I'm really gonna look like a dying carp in the puddle. Six. Went from well above 20 to 6. That's get worse, folks. It's only gonna get worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright.
Round 3.
Round 3. X. 6. All right. See, it goes by fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can get up at the very least.
Woo!
Yep. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Final round.
Final round.
Anna says, go Sam, go. Yeah. Glycogen cycles coming online.
Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! All right. In through your nose, out through your mouth. All right, well, that was it. Hopefully you guys had fun at somebody's expense, at your own or mine. Stay safe out there. Definitely stay hydrated. Don't touch your face.